beats to the measure. Professor speech compressor terminated his tenure to explore more rewarding adventure. Take a closer look at the bars. You see I'm not behind them or in front of them. I'm one of them. Started with 100, the game spit 3. I said fuck it, I'ma have to show these niggas something. Too easy, who believe me if I said that it wasn't? The rhyme is a weapon, I busted. The brotherhood got me covered. Op orders with coordinates with a drop mortars. I drive forward, sandstorms make my eyes water. Skull is a submarine hull, dolphin phone screen calls from places as far away as AGCR. The rhymes are raw, deeper than yours. You crawl before you walk, but didn't think about your thoughts before you talk. We spit for sport, I won, you lost, but you paid them off to nail my corpse to a cross. This is the greatest rhyme of all time, supposedly 1,000 bars, it will probably always be mentally top heavy. Not many can rock with me. Hip-hop could not bench me, so they plot to suspend me. I said nobody benefits, everyone perishes. I tell them this, they say here, it's time for your medicine. Imagine being fined over a rhyme for stepping over the line when I inspired Hova and Nas. I listened to 44 fours 22 times. I gave you power, God stop my heart if I'm lying. You like red or white wine? Let's talk about it, I'm buying. Let's talk about the children of Zion. Excuse me if I start crying. The art of rhyming, I've mastered it certainly, surely. I celebrate capturing it for my taxidermy. From the streets of New Jersey to Germany to the jungles of Angola where most of meat poachers heard of me. The ice truck killer would be observing me perform surgery, ritual widow murder, searching for her urgently. Mix the blood so it don't coagulate. The sex magic won't work if the bitch masturbates. I put on cloud 9, look at her face, a cumulus lenticulatus, a capsule in space. You will become acquainted with my cryptic language and my mystic manners. Rip, spit, bananas. Systematic, global geographic, systemic neo-synapses. Reload the graphics, notice I spit it rapid. Advanced step in innovative mobility. Most MCs try to clone me lyrically. My cell chemistry is a mirror of who I am physically, but my true symmetry is energy. The will of Claude Asher, the skill of Jermaine, Father Arthur, Paul Pauper, Pastor, more than a rapper. My body is a human machine, my dreams filter in between. Just wait until I build my machine. Kill you with weed vapor, then a taser, then a laser, then a mazer, then a phaser, then something they call scalar. That is not dead, which can eternally lie, and with strange eons, even death may die. But why? Coup de grace for the coup d'etat. In a man-made lodge, the moon rays replace God. I think I had about enough of your tough talk. Come over here, take my cuffs off. I promise you we'll just talk. No biting allowed, just bark. Don't run, just walk. Battle rap, there is no such art. Emotion manifests thought, thought manifests words, actions and reality. This is not fantasy. If you question me, you will be detained indefinitely. Your name will be added to the blacklist registry. I'm a scruffy old man with bloody cold hands. On my arm is a tattoo of a sully old brand. If I am not myself, then how would I be? If I do not look, tell me how will I see? The law of attraction is attracted to me. The laws of poetry and action is practiced quite actively. I look at my face more than anybody else. I still can't recognize myself. I don't need anybody but myself. When I'm rhyming like this, I don't need no help. But thank you for your purchase. These verses have perennial purpose, but on the other hand, these rappers are worthless. At least from my interconnected, introspective perspective. The more pretentious, the more apprehensive the sentence. You are lazy. You wanna be the best, you crazy. The best trained every day of the week. My lyricism amplifies every letter written. Rip the jack of spitting inside zero vector systems. Brain waves reveal high yield E&D fields. Two MCs like I'm eating a meal. A bunch of fake niggas trying to keep it pseudo real. A bunch of fake King Midases with fools gold grills. My microphone was found where the Mayan sunstone was. The period of purification in my poems. Mad Max beyond Thunderdome under Red Rock. It's no use if you can't use what you got. Buried in a mass grave covered in bones. My cell phone number's placed on they tombstones. Your girl Gertrude promised me her servitude. She better do it, I don't wanna have to hurt you, dude. I eat from the same portion as you, just in case you try to poison my food, but I want you to. A deer hunter all year, if I could spare summers fucking your whore of a mother in front of a queer husband. Wide lens, wide mattress, she's an actress. This is monster ball practice, I'm Big Billy Ball Black Angus. You and I can sit and look at each other, tossing knowledge back and forth like we was throwing books at each other. I don't care if we not the same color, nigga, I'm your brother. I don't care what you say, nigga, you a nigga lover. All cultures come from one mind. The universe is not far behind. Wave bars and rhymes, motivated by the stars to shine. Only lower density life forms get lost in time. I don't care if I make hip history. I wanna be a part of infinity. Look at what your son God did to me. I am energy, I am he spiritually and mentally. The fools who threw away my jewels offended me. As we walk through the archive files of all styles, the East Wing aisle goes on for 5 miles. More rappers than fans, more fans wrapped in vans. Hip-hop will continue to expand. Poets should be rappers, rappers should be lyricists. The current industry model collapse imminent. This is Hollywood hip-hop. Celebrities adopt little snot-nosed bugaboos from off the block. Larry King live, earthquake right outside. I looked that squarely-shouldered man square in his eye, poetically paralyzing. Where are you? Are you hiding? No, I am sandbag diving. Do not evade the question. Please explain to your viewers how there are space weapons that are bigger than Zeppelins. How is it so? Tell the people, they need to know. And if you don't think so, you a talk show hoe. The grown-up who showed up drunk with his own cup, stoned as fuck. Who can tell me that this poem is luck? You say I'm crazy, I say so. Tell me something I don't know, something my psych profile doesn't show. I don't have all the answers, I am not in the know. I can only see what is above and only from below. Substratum of reality, through the thick cloud canopy. How can it be cannabis? Answer me. I approached the podium and delivered my encomium. Nobody applauded, the atmosphere was ominous. They feared I would spit, they don't like when I bust. The mucus dried up to appear like crust from a very cold place called Faraday Base. Supply low, they speak about going above ground to find mo. I cry out no, do not go. Where the fuck are you going? 400-mile-an-hour wind belts blowing. Think for a moment, we gotta wait it out. That's what the training's about. We have to survive, that's what Jermaine is about. Arctic geography is conducive to astronomy and the study of celestial bodies. Follow me, the sheer size of the academia implied by the rhymes led them to believe I was lying. I blasted through the limestone with water mixed with a dissolver, then I signaled the remaining cave crawlers. Dig a hole for the collateral carnage. Battle the hardest, take out hip-hop's trash and garbage. Tunnel boring and jacking, water main tapping. I sat there drafting the new drainage plan, laughing. Tough, pliable, relatively reliable. The vocation of this undertaking is very viable. My lyrical is chemical, radioactive residue. I can't rest until I accomplish what I was sent to do. The gross oversimplification of a Jamaican in the basement, tracing over diagrams for a tape deck that evolved into a spaceship that hasn't been made yet, cause I haven't been paid yet, not even one paycheck. I walked through the valley of humiliation, but hip-hop started hating. I tried to save him, they wasn't patient. Responsibility entrusted, there's only one way for me to prove that I love it, that's why I'm bustin'. If you pursue revenge, dig many graves. Be sure to add your name to the list that you've made. Musically still producing, I got a couple new things cocooning, but Poet Laureate's my new shit. Distinguished English and sophisticated senses in sync with the talisman I received from the temptress. With these lyrics, I consecrate the spirit. Whenever I spit it, concentrate, you can hear it. I've almost perfected this, I'm one word away from excellence. When I find it, I'll begin testing it. The phenomenal beast, astronomer priest. When the poles shift, the sun will not rise from the east. Wilder than the wilderness, I'm about to show you who Will the Beast Williams is. You better be filming this. A blast so cataclysmic, it warps the time and space within it. The hours become minutes, the minutes become infinite. Lyrics, Poet Laureate, spit from the spirit, from the Sirius star system. To observe the gods, my thoughts graduated to the stars, to infinity. Listen to the bars, the Capelmeister in the battle grinder, created by King Osiris. My psychic wall larger than China's. The thirst to rhyme at first hurts like a laborer's childbirth, and sounds like Chinese fireworks. Several million years into the past, the primitive future in a world without oil and gas. Focus on two standards when assessing the threat. Number one is capacity, number two is intent. The flood was not an obstacle. I made a raft out of empty milk gallon bottles for survival. Always remember, meet me in Denver, Colorado Springs in the Vanderburg Welcome Center. 4.5-foot beings with black eyes try to trap me and extract my rhymes all the time. I perform a requiem on the eve before hip-hop ends and make amends on behalf of my friends. Cannabis grab the mic like an energized amulet. This bit of rap that you can't forget. Oprah Winfrey don't like rap. All I gotta say about that is she probably don't like black. I don't blame her, she don't understand it's only entertainment. She probably wouldn't feel the same if she wasn't famous. She traded places and her opinion started changing as Randolph or Mortimer increased her wages. That alone can make a person racist. If not racist with color, then material-wise, how we treat each other. The head of a lion, the legs of an eagle, the wings of a dragon, not cathedral. This is for real though, I sit down and think. When I write, I can smell the ink. I bow before the desert wall of the Sphinx. The ideas have come from God, even I'm stunned. 1,000 bars from the real iron lungs. I heard hip-hop was dead, that's not fair. Who I talk to, go he dare, not said, yeah. Poet Laureate Infinity, I will forever be the illest lyrically. Poet Laureate Infinity. Poet Laureate Infinity. Poet Laureate Infinity. This never been done before in history. I procured a small piece of the treasure collections from a former era dating back to forever. The warrior became protector. Quoted from the book of the law. I don't govern them, I summon them. Speaking in tongues again. Started with a trumpet, wood wings, strings. The conductor brings the drums in. Finger trigger the drum kit. Other MCs be nervous or something. Rhymes in abundance, hip-hop justice. Rappers are captured and punished, drawn and quartered. Liars are denied water. You still alive, I repeat in a revised order. Skull is a submarine hull. Screen doors protect the motherboard core from extreme heat war. My mind dives deep beneath yours. Poseidon, trident, seahorse, bubbles form. I scream with extreme force. Marinara's trench detour, the ultimate Thor. Let me explain what my sonar saw. Upholding the holy rosary, patrolling the open season. U-boat speed beneath the tsunami where I'm supposed to be. Industrialists, civilians, women and children directly. Military chiefs, aristocrats and buildings. Membership is based off your raw intelligence. 400 screen video editing with hard evidence. The clinical professor of rhymes from Pepperdine, co-signed by GlaxoSmithKline Designs. The universe provided the lighting to see what I was writing. The results were blinding. Lyrics, timing. Shut the fuck up and stop whining. Instinct controls how you think before deciding, so keep fighting. Swimming naked in the open, a lone shark circles me. Instead of trying to murder me, it tried to flirt with me. I got away nervously, talked about it purposefully. Next time I see it, it's gonna have a word with me. I guess it wasn't meant to be. Under an assumed identity, I resume side ops on the enemy. USA made, feel great, steel face, moving at a cannabis pace in a proto subspace. I am not here to negotiate, eliminate the face on the photograph we have in our database. No MC can rhyme like this, there's no challenge. His poet laureate ship pontificates balance. This lyrical pyramid was discovered by accident. I know I could build it fast if I block and tackle it. Judge me fairly. Compare me to Dante Alighieri's Purgatorio theory. Assign a train and equip to spit. Who's ready? I need a volunteer. Do I have any? Instead I get my spings, a master space badge. After that I stop flying fixed wing aircraft. Most of you will never understand what I mean. My dreams are broken into storyboard scenes. Worm screw elevators descending to the bottom of the volcano crater inside the devil's chamber. That is not dead, which can eternally lie, and with strange eons, even death may die. The leader's lies got me reassigned. My loyalty was redefined. They would not be allowed to see the rhymes. What ought to crawl has learned to walk. One ought not to think is what Rumsfeld thought. I'ma take you for a walk through a beautiful place called Honey Swamp. We'll shoot hoops at Mosquito Lagoon Park. The whirlpool of gravity traps me, still allowing me to circle the M51 galaxy. Rap for me reduces the stress dramatically. Negative time produces anti-gravity. Inject the gas into the centrifuge mass. The teleological dynamic will enhance. Watch me wet up your weed, then bust up your teeth. Make you run for your life like as I bust up the street. The doctor and I would meet at 29 Palms Joshua Street. I always had a lot to debrief. Killing myself, killing my health, rebuilding myself. Nobody ever feels what I felt. Modifying the weather from behind the weather shield. Writing with a feathered quill, getting more ill. The woman who is there, she will take care of you with Nexium, Avodart, Lipitor, and Theraflu. Rap music profession, immunosuppressants. One question per second, one answer per session. Hip hop made me, hip hop praised me. Ain't nothing changed me since 1980. Involuntary catalepsy, battle me, baby. 1,000 bars, nigga. After that, maybe murder, 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 kill, kill, kill drills. Williams was real ill, but now I chill. An asteroid field where every rock is shaped like my seal. civilians. I do it for the soldiers, raptors, Comanches, strikers, cobras. Back at the top with GW Prescott. Grid location, missile lock, lift up the block. I gotta spit till the story is told. It's a gift, this story is a part of my soul. We'll sit and keep fighting, the earth is our home. If we destroy Mother Earth, then where we gon' go? Starving in destitution, dying for retribution. Why would you wanna blow a hospital up, you stupid? I now fruitless creations, used to be in abundance. Like something harder than tons to break your arm if you punch it. I ride on a flatbed chariot, 4 ostriches carry it. I control their movements with lariats. Polygraphs flutter, the Lovecraft craft lover. Quoting my favorite inventor, I see excitement coming. I raise my hand, lightning bolts stream from it. I see the excitement coming, I see the excitement coming. Unsatisfied, I decide to redefine rhymes to create product of an applied mind. They say we're divided, I say we're small-minded. Right after I said it, I moved to a small island. There was no contingency plan given to me. Tell a motherfucker send his transcripts to me. Swear your allegiance to tuition is free. To be a mini-me version with minor abilities. 7.83 hertz from the earth magnified. Signal intelligence emanating from your mind. At the observatory summit of Mount Graham, looking through the starlight scope in my hand. Beautiful longitudinal musical lyrics, fragments of Olympian gossip, that is my vision. If A is a success in life, then A must equal X plus Y plus Z, no doubt. If work equals X and play equals Y, then Z must be equal to you shutting your mouth. Surprisingly got the John Campbell Award for writing, by summarizing that rhyming can be dehumanizing. From the kinetic to the energetic, to the magnetic, ultra, electro, and uncensored resonance. I need to be alone, you can't comfort me like my poems. 1,000 bars put me in the zone. The Pope shook, they ransacked Rome, I burnt books. I ran back home to hide mine in the woods. Salute, I would like to propose this next toast to the maturation barrels I caused from French oak. The minerals where they grow determine the stability of the flow. I might get drunk and boast, corruption is necessary. But tell me who's the beneficiary? Which one of us will sing Hail Mary? Hip-hop's supposed to be about endurance, but every time you rhyme, not just when you touring. Acupuncture point or plus is not enough. I need more pain so I can pretend to be tough. The facts too acute to repute or debate. My face is a slim, sleek gas mask shape. My dream was identical 7 nights in a row. I saw a sideways 8 wrapped around a microphone. The window was closing. From the other side it looks like it's opening. Where am I trying to go with this? Fire and ash fallout, that's what it's all about. We must construct a shelter, then build a wall around. All the parents want to do is look at the body, but it won't happen till after the official autopsy. A good psychological environment for science. I'm memorizing and visualizing peace and quiet. Father Arthur, poor pauper, has poor posture, as filthy as the collar of a dirty grave robber. This is my unacknowledged special access project. Time reverse waves and non-linear optics. The coral reef is changing from green to amber. Scientists scramble to come up with new answers. The truth is well within my sphere of pursuit, but I'm unprepared to take action just like you. The innate need for cannabis to be professional make it difficult indeed for me to connect with you. Greetings and salutations, my equations are inundated with information. Electrocranial stimulation, burn skin off face, burn face off skeletal plate. Plasma ray gun is just one explanation. Man-made membrane roofing remediation. Any and all entry points have immigration. 1 meter beside the Hubble, outside the bubble. The effects of gravity on my muscles were quite subtle. I do what I wanna do, I have always been that way, because I have always think that way. Attach the piezoelectric transducer to your computer. Poet Laureate is the future. Pulsating lights and sounds surround spirits. Binaural beats layered underneath lyrics. 250,000 cycles per second for dolphin hearing. The electrical optical coupling gears effective. 88 kilometers above the planet. My rhymes harness a power beyond your understanding. The gods began to call me. I looked up, a star fell towards me and scorched me to a metaphor freak. The authentic command doctrine of George Washington himself. GW, I'm positive it's him. I proofread my writtens, eat a chicken with the skin missing. Spend the whole night out binge drinking.